Hi everyone, I'm here today to talk about something that I like to call the neurological Achilles. And so I have my skeleton friend here. Hello. And we're looking here kind of at this heel bone, which is called the calcaneus. And your Achilles tendon attaches here to the top of the heel bone, but so do the nerves that kind of run down this back area of your leg. And those specific nerves can actually cause Achilles type pain. So if you're somebody who has had pain for years in this Achilles area and it hasn't gone away with traditional Achilles rehab, or if you've gotten like surgeries like a Haglund's deformity surgery or something like that and you haven't really had the relief that you were looking for, it's possible that the issue is not the Achilles, but the actual nerves next to the Achilles. And so like I said, kind of in the same area, we'll go right along this heel right here, right along this heel bone. So if you have pain in the back by the heel bone or just above it where this nice calf muscle is, so anywhere in this range and it's not going away, it hurts you with running or when you wake up in the morning, I'm kind of here to talk about some ways to know if it might be a neurological Achilles versus if it's a regular Achilles issue, like more the Achilles tendon itself. So with a neurological Achilles, usually rest doesn't make a huge difference. Tendons respond somewhat well to rest depending on what the tendon injury is. If you have a tendonitis or an acute tear in the tendon, or if you had trauma and you've had a tear to the tendon, you do need to rest a little bit and that'll make it feel better. But usually with a neurological Achilles, because of the fact that it wasn't necessarily like the Achilles area itself that needs the rest, that's not necessarily going to help it. Because usually if there's a neurological Achilles, we want to look above that area to either spine type of stuff or more local nerve issues. But either way, that's not going to, even if you're looking local or spinal, rest isn't necessarily going to help it. Because oftentimes you need to treat the nerve with some specific movements or exercises that are actually going to either take the tension away, decompress the nerve, or that are going to allow for better sliding of the nerve through its different interfaces as it goes all the way down into the Achilles and ankle area. So that type of heel pain, it will usually not feel better with rest. Traditional Achilles stuff won't help it. So if you've been given eccentric calf raises, that's not going to help you. Sometimes that'll even make it feel worse because you're actually putting more tension into the nerve. If it hurts you after you've been sitting down for a long time and you've gotten up to walk, like I said, usually that's rest and it should make your tendon feel a little bit better. If it hurts you a lot in the morning, if it kind of hurts you off and on, like sometimes it hurts you when you're running and sometimes it doesn't, and you know, kind of seems to move around a lot with pain. And if it hasn't responded to traditional Achilles type of like, you know, ice or any of those things, usually those things don't really help tendons a lot, but it will sometimes help an acute Achilles if you've just hurt it and it's swollen. Neurological Achilles can actually be point tender, so it can be tender to one spot to touch, but it doesn't have to be. And also it can be, you can actually have nerve swelling that's a little rare, but your nerves can actually get a little swollen. So it's possible to have some neural swelling in that area as well. So if you do have a little swelling, that doesn't necessarily rule it out being a neurological Achilles. The big take home is if you've had a chronic Achilles issue and you haven't ruled out that there is a neural component to it, it could be neurological, and that would be a good thing to check on and make sure that it's not that. So let me know if that's you. Just shoot me an email. My website's in the contact below. Go ahead and leave me a comment, something like that. I'm sure a lot of you guys have questions about this, and this is something that I've seen with a lot of runners. I've had professional runners, recreational runners, people who've had failed Achilles surgeries, who we've gone through a neurological Achilles protocol and it's helped them. And there's a few different neurological Achilles protocols that I would take depending on what specifically is wrong with you. So, you know, just ask me the questions and let me know if this is you and see if we can get you some help. Thank you.